Thanks, Maria. Thanks, Tommy. Thanks, people at General Dynamic Army Intel Intelligence. Thanks, guys. I love you. Natalie, they explained to me about this stuff, okay? Now, what's happening, basically, we're going to try to explain it real quick so you can understand it. Past, present, and future operate at the same time. They retrieved a relative of mine from the future. He helps pass on information from the past and the present and the future to help lead us to peace. And they're going to try to bring me down. And the temptation thing he talked about the Last Supper, they were using you. Now listen to this, okay? Now, Natalie, your mom groomed you, and you know this, had sex with you, was having sex with you, your grandmother too in Santa Fe, and your mom and Sheridan started it in Sheridan. Started before that because you were masturbating in front of me at Sheridan in Santa Fe. And they were already sexually grooming you from the time you were about 5. Well, they were sexually grooming you from the time you were born. But that's a whole entirely different story. I don't want to talk about that. But they were sexually grooming you. Mom took you back. She came to get you, to get me to drop off the dog, get you back, took you back, had sex with you with those guys from that military ball thing when you were 10. Used my condoms out of the dresser that I left in there. Taught you to go seduce Devin and Steve. Steve worked over at McDonald's. Devin over at Safeway. You kept leaving the house, leaving the kids alone, and stuff like that, so I'd be desperate. They're all setting this up, Natalie. This is a bunch of rich people and people that were part of military strategic operations and stuff like that. They're trying to set me up to keep you safe from getting pregnant by Stephen and all these others. They're using us. They're setting us up. Patrick knew the same thing was going on. That's why he wanted to kill those other two, even though he was the same age. But he was trying to protect you from them and the other people like that that would either, they would kill you. Devin would have killed you if you would have got pregnant. So you're 12 years old. Okay, he would have called you over, had you, killed you, and then, because if you got caught getting a 12-year-old pregnant, he would have gone to jail and then got raped. He doesn't want that. I didn't want that. That's why I didn't want to have sex with you. That's why I kept telling you, don't talk to me about this stuff. And Patrick talked to you about it at the same time. Let's try not to talk about sex. Let's just talk about keeping you safe so you didn't get either raped, pregnant, or killed. So, can you stay home with Dad? Listen to him and not get yourself in trouble, because I'll be there for you, but when you're old enough, then maybe we can do it, but let's not talk about it right now. And you kept talking about it, and you kept talking about it, and you kept trying. It's you. You kept talking to him about it. You kept for it. I told him it's really hard. She doesn't stop. She talks to you about sex all the time. She goes in there. She talks about sexual positions, doing it on a trampoline in the back of a U-Haul trailer. She sits there and talks about if she sounds the same as her mom, then she starts doing the little sex moans in her voice when she's talking to you. She does everything. She come over here, touch my stomach, see how does I look in this? Natalie, don't wear those pants. She wears those pants every day and looks back at you. They trained you, Natalie. Looks back at you to see if you're looking at her butt. It's horrible. It's freaking terrible. She's always talking to you about it, and you're being coached by people at your school and your sister and my aunts. And I called them and told them what was happening, and they said, no, he's the pervert. Amy's not the pervert. Amy's not the pervert. The one who's going online finding guys went off to go to Bulgaria to be a prostitute, then tried to get Natalie to come out there with her so they could use Natalie to be a prostitute, pay bills, because she would get more money than Amy would. You guys are fucking sick. And you set me and Patrick up for this, and we tried to protect you, and they tried to set you up to put us in jail because they want to take you away from me because I'm a pervert. They're trying to talk you into sexually seducing me to show what a pervert I am so I can go to jail and be where I belong. But they're helping Amy grab you and take you when she was going to take you off to Europe to be a 14-year-old prostitute. Just look at it, Natty Beans. And then you feel guilty like you got to stay there and protect them, like your mom does with Peter and Bart. She uses it to work them around, but she also protects them. But she also uses it because she's got them by the cojones. It's horrible. That's why me and Patrick knew that. That's why I told him you can't do it. Why? Because then she owns you. You can do whatever she has to want you to do because you had sex with her when it was illegal and you go to jail. So if you don't want you to do what I say, I tell everybody you did it and you go to jail. So you do everything I want. So I said, don't do it. That's why it was so hard. They set up that one night where I was like, she's going to let the kids run around in the parking lot. And the military sat and watched. I thought they were my friends. They weren't my friends. Most of them weren't my friends. They were just waiting for it to happen so they could come in, find out about it, have DES come in and investigate you, talk to you, do tests on you, and then lock me up. Fucking asshole. God, they suck, Natalie. I had very few friends. Most of them were enemies. Keep your enemies, get your friends close, but keep your enemies closer. Fucking assholes. And then they try to pass themselves off as being kind and stuff, but they weren't. They knew what the conditions were. They were setting up the things. They were doing it just right, managing everything just to keep the kids alive, just enough to give you this, to keep you panicking and doing this, and sleep with the 12-year-old. Sleep with the 12-year-old. Even Stephen Hawking. Have sex with the 12-year-old. No, I don't want to. Yeah, you do. Well, technically, in a man sense, yeah. Why? She looks like Kim Kardashian and Alicia Keys. But no, she's 12. I'll go to jail. She's been groomed her whole life. I don't want her to end up being another Amy. Fuck. Amy sucks. She's horrible. I don't want that for my Natalie. She sees life the same way as Amy does. Like it's hell, and it sucks, and there's no love, and sex is just sex. And it was just sex. And I told her that too at the thing when she had sex with Steve and Devin. I was like, but Natalie, you must enjoy it. She goes, no, it was just... I'm like, you don't enjoy it? Then why do you do it? Fuck. It's like, what? And then she kept, well, maybe, someone better at it could make me enjoy it. No, it's mental. If you don't enjoy it, you're not going to enjoy it no matter who you have sex with. If you don't enjoy sex, you are not going to enjoy it no matter who you have sex with. If it's turned into a thing of power and control and stuff like that, it's not making love and you're not going to enjoy it. These people are sick, Natalie. God, this is just horrible. But the cool thing about it, as they described to me tonight, is, Ralph, you volunteered for this. You volunteered for this temptation for them to do that, to show what horrible, icky, wicked, sick people they could be to try to bring you down. And this was even worse than what David had to put up with and what Jesus had to put up with and everything. I mean, Jesus' girl was a well-kept concubine, and and they had some horrible things going on. But nothing, this all pales in comparison, is having sex with the little girl from the time she's born, manipulating it to where it would be someone he had a close symbiotic relationship and close, protected, loving relationship with, the spirit of his own mother. This is horrible. This is the most diabolical and disgusting display of depravity in the history of the Messiahs. And we have the science and the technology and the surveillance to prove it. Wow. They volunteered, though. They each volunteered for their position. Everybody's been talking about this. Oprah volunteered to do what she was needed to do. John McCain did. Sarah Palin, Jennifer Lopez, Will Smith, everybody. Guru, Michelle. These people knew what position they'd be in. You don't know. It's not a knowing like you know in advance. You just know what kind of spirit and what kind of soul, and that you're going to take a position in their life and you're going to defend them and you're going to love them. You're going to stand up what's right, and then the other people, you have a choice. I'm either going to follow God and follow love and follow the true faith, or I'm going to follow idolatry, selfishness, cruelty, viciousness. You pick your sides. You're either Camp Harry or Camp Voldemort. And you're stuck in between. That's why you and Mom have such a thing for Draco Malfoy. Because I think you're more caught in between. I think you're more like Draco than your mom is. It's crazy. God, Natalie, this is horrible. I was just thinking about it. I was trying to talk you through it, and I'm like, no, you don't have to. You don't have to. No, I don't have to have sex with you to make you feel like you're worthy of me wanting to be with you. That's ridiculous. There's a bunch of other guys out there, young men your age, that are really going to be appreciative of you and love you, and that will be happy to be with you, just like with that song for Emily. Go listen to it. It's really beautiful, And Back at One, my little song for Katie Buck. My song for you was from, I used to watch it with you. You'd stay up late nights and we'd watch it, and I would put it in all the time, and I'd put in Tarzan. For some Swiss, one for small, you seem so strong. My arms will hold you, keep you safe and warm. I'll hold you, don't you cry. But you wouldn't cry, you'd get angry, and you wouldn't let me hold you, and you'd lock up your little legs and crunch up. And I was wondering, this is it. But then the people that have worked with me said, that's a classic example of a baby that's been sexually molested and abused, and they don't like it. And that's why when they throw in the crib, because they don't like being put in the bed, and they don't like being, bedtime situations make them tense. They tense up and they get violent. Natalie, I don't ever want to see those people again. it'll take every ounce of my body not to walk up and snap all three of their necks and leave them lifeless sacks of freaking wheat right there on the floor. I know exactly where Desiree and her dog are coming from. They were both molested when they were young, and they said, I just think we should take them out back behind the woodshed and kill them. And I was like, well, no, I've had that tendency but it was different. It was people setting up, grooming you, and trying you to have, because I felt like I was just as bad as they were, because you were setting it up, and I was attracted to you, and I felt horrible about it. And they were grooming you to have sex with me and making you want to have sex with me. I didn't know. I wanted you, I kept telling you that. I love my relationship with Emmy, Gracie Bird, and Katie Bug. I want our relationship to be like mine is with Emmy and that's my Katie Bug and that's my Gracie Bird. And I'm going to be playing for Emily wherever I may find her at her wedding and dance with the guy and say, this is the girl I've always dreamed of, and this song describes her wife, and back at one at hers. That's what I want with you and me, Natty. That's what I want. It's not fair. They took that from me. And they took that from me and you. They robbed something beautiful from us, and I'm pissed. And if I see him ever again, he better run and wet his pants right there on the fucking spot. He's a man, and he's supposed to protect it, women and children, even if it's from his fucking self, just like my son Patrick. Patrick tried everything he could, and he told you that. I'm doing this, I'm trying to keep you safe. I want to show you that there'll be someone to keep you safe so you don't go out and get raped, pregnant, or killed. He told me that many times too. You told him his secrets about what happened to you, and he knew, and he kept your secret safe. I just figured it out. You fucking assholes! I'm not talking to you, Natalie. You fucking assholes! You fucking assholes! Val! No, I don't want to keep true fucking fellowship with you. Pancha, I'm not a fucking liar. Barbara, go repent. Peter, on your fucking knees, bitch. Amy, you are fucking evil. Battlecore is right about you. Natalie, you're not. You're our daughter. You'll come back to us. We love you. No more of this kind of sick, sadistic bullshit, you sorry sacks of shit. You will go fertilize the fields. You will go fertilize the fields. You'll fertilize your own hearts, and you'll be something worth planting when your time here is through. And may a rose please grow. It's not up to me. Allah decides. Find real true faith. Find real true dignity. Pray. Repent. Go to your closet and pray. That's all I have to say to you. That's all I have to say to you. Of course, I always love you. God always loves you. But your deeds are what define you, and your choices are what help you make your deeds better. Go pray to have better deeds. Go pray to have better deeds. Blessings and peace.